Hello cyber friends and welcome to the wonderful world of viral videos. This is RudeTube and we're back for a brand new series. We've scoured the web in search of the funniest,
Get a room.
Get a donut.
naughtiest and most amazing clips online.
You know what? Let's move forward. That's fine.
Silence!
30,000 hours of video is uploaded onto YouTube every single day. But it only takes a couple of seconds to be immortalised in cyber history. Because online, anybody can become an overnight sensation. From the clumsy to the smart, and the lucky to the not so lucky. You don't even have to be a Hollywood superstar to get millions of hits, although it doesn't hurt.
Thanks for coming.
So sit back, relax, and feast your eyes on our bountiful selection of cyber snacks as we unravel the wonders of the World Wide Web. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RudeTube. On tonight's show, we're counting down the top 20 epic fails on the web, a fun-filled feast of foolishness. So sit back and enjoy the clumsiest, stupidest, and most embarrassing people online. And we begin with an epic fail in an epic arena. The children's playground.
You're good. Good.
I bet his head is seesaw after that.
Yes. Yes. That's the best save ever, dude. You're good. Good. Yes. He's perfectly fine. Yes. Yes. I'm sick.
At number 19, we're heading down the aisle, where we find a couple halfway through the most beautiful day of their lives. A day that will forever hold treasured memories of love, joy, happiness, and oh no.
Oh shoot. Told you we were gonna go. Alright, Cody. Okay.
You got him?
Got him.
Alright. So, come up here and hold these.
That's why we have a happy and joyful wedding. That's right.
So when an epic fail occurs during your wedding, like the best man's bloomers falling down, it's best to compose yourselves and continue, isn't it? Unfortunately, the giggling groom and belly-laughing bride couldn't get a grip, which makes this clip a double fail. Ah, weddings, they bring a tear to your eye. If you search for epic fails on YouTube, you'll find almost 300,000 clips. That's a lot of online losers. And we continue with a Greek geezer and his inappropriately positioned sock puppet.
Ορισμένοι μοτοσυκλετιστές πήραν το δρόμο της επιστροφής καθώς έχουν πολλά χιλιόμετρα να διανύσουν προκειμένου να φτάσουν στον προορισμό τους. Ωστόσο, όσοι απέμειναν εδώ στην Πάτρα απολαμβάνουν τον ήλιο και τη θάλασσα. Έβαγα και τα μαλλιά. Ωχ, τι κάνει. Τι κάνει. Δεν το πιστεύω. Δεν το πιστεύω. Πάρε το φλαμί τηλέφωνο.
That moment was brought to you by Epic Fallacies, the Greek god of misfortune. Right, that's enough, naked old men. What do we have at number 17? Ah, girls in bikinis. That's more like it. Okay, so this show is all about epic fails, so place your bets on which one's going to make a fool of themselves. Left or right. We have a winner. Congratulations if you got it right. Bikini roulette. That sounds like a good idea for a TV show. We enter the world of sport next. It's hammer time. Pick up hammer, check. Spin hammer around head, check. Let go of hammer. Fail. You're watching Rude Tube's Epic Fails, the most unsuccessful stars of the World Wide Web. Now we're off to Canada for another wedding. I'm going to need a new hat. Here's best man Matt Popovich, proving you don't need stairs to get up a windmill. Or to get down. Probably not the memorable day the newlyweds had dreamed of, but at least no one saw the groom kissing the bridesmaid. That's not true, by the way. When an armed gunman burst into this British bookmaker's, he didn't realise he was about to commit an epic fail by coming face to face with part-time rugby player and judo enthusiast Martin Richardson.
I'm going to smash his face in and you know, because he's going to shoot me. I've got to get him first. Got him in between the legs, which a move I used to at judo, wrapped his leg around his head and held him there till police come.
After disarming the robber, Martin then sat on him for 7 minutes, and it was then that the magnitude of the event finally dawned on him.
The only time I felt scared is when I had him on the floor, when I had him pinned down on that floor and I waited for police to come. I started shaking then a little bit.
Martin was given £250 and a National Bravery Award for his efforts, while hapless robber Azar Sulman got 6 years in prison.
I won't call myself a hero, no. And I won't advise anybody to do what I did.
At number 13 is a hygiene fail that will stop you from ever eating free nuts at a bar.
Het enige wat me altijd ontzettend irriteert op een festival zijn de lange wachtrijen bij de wc. Op dit moment kunnen we erin, dus ik ga even checken hoe schoon ze hier zijn.
My name is Bibi, I'm 25 and I'm from Holland, Haarlem. I'm a reporter for Haarlem 105.
Nee, je zou bijna denken dat je gewoon een biertje eruit kan scheppen.
We were at the festival. It's a Liberty Festival in Holland. We were reporting for local television and thought, well, let's make a shot of the toilets.
Oh.
The man came out of the toilet. I think he saw us filming, so he thought, oh no, when I come out of the toilet, I have to wash my hands. And the only thing that I thought was, oh my God, this is real. Oh my God.
This isn't a urinal, is it?
I think it is, man.
So whatever became of our yellow-fingered friend?
I never saw the man again. He was gone after it happened. I think he went home to wash his hands.
Next up, it's a painstaking clip of a man trying to get to grips with the rope tow on a ski lift. That's got to hurt his snowballs. And as he walks off piste, he looks pissed off. We all know how it is. You've had a few too many drinks. You're staggering home when you come face to face with man's deadliest foe. Luckily for us, office worker Greg Santos and his colleagues were on hand to capture the moment. The guy walked away with a broken nose and, thanks to Greg, 125,000 witnesses to his drunken fail. That's it for part 1, but join us after the break because we've got some cracking fails up our cyber sleeves, including slippers, trippers and strippers. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Rude Tube's Epic Fails. We're halfway through our top 20 countdown of internet idiocy. So settle down for part 2 and try not to do anything stupid. We're off to Sydney now, where it's rumoured that the locals like a drop of the amber nectar.
Hello, mate. How are ya? Not good? Too much drinking? Too much drinking, eh? Whoa, 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 whoa. Be careful. Stay.
When Aussie Steve and his mate stumbled across this inebriated gentleman on their way home, they could have helped him, or they could have filmed him.
Yeah, Ed.
Looks like they're going to let him sleep it off.
Alright, mate, we'll see you later. See ya. Wait, boss. See ya.
Here's some advice if you're going away somewhere nice on holiday. Do check your email. In June 2007, Jay David went backpacking around Europe, but despite mentioning it to his girlfriend, she forgot.
I had told her about it, but I guess I wasn't clear enough when I did. And so by the time I'd left, she didn't actually realize where I'd gone. I didn't even have my phone on for the entire trip while I was out of the country. And then by the time I got back, there was a lot had happened. And you can see that all in the videos to sort of what went down while I was away.
In the 14 days he was overseas, unbeknownst to Jay, his inbox was beginning to bulge. Finally, Jay's girlfriend Emma popped round to his mum's and found out where he really was. After a carefree holiday, an unwitting Jay returned to the carnage.
It wasn't like I got home and then like we just broke up after that. It was like there was some attempt to work through things, but yeah, it just didn't work out in the end.
If you look for crazy exes on YouTube, you'll find over 5,000 videos of jilted gents and discarded dames. That's a lot of bunny boiling. At number 8 in our countdown, we bring you an arresting sight. It's 2009 and John Ford is suspected of carrying out a bank robbery by using a hold-up note. The Twinsburg police soon find the evidence and promptly hand it to him on a plate. After reviewing the footage, federal agents spotted their obvious fail, and John's impromptu snack was evidence enough to land him with a 13-month jail sentence. Now that's hard to stomach. At number 7 is a man showing us why it's called a deadlift.
Here we go, come on. Get up.
Here's the lift.
Get up. Yeah, there it is. Nice.
And now he's dead. Proof if I ever saw it, that working out is definitely bad for your health. Don't worry, Isaac was fine. It was just his ego that was bruised. And his face. Every bride dreams of the perfect wedding day. They pray that the sun will shine and the birds will sing. So what could be more heartwarming than individual testimonies from close family and friends? Tissues at the ready.
You guys look like you're a strong couple and you guys make it through. Just remember that you need two things. You need to understand each other because you're two separate individuals coming together into one relationship and making it work. It's really hard.
Is your missus alright, mate?
With love and understanding, you should be always able to do it.
I know it was cheesy, but that reaction's a little bit over the top. You're watching RuTube's Top 20 Epic Fails, a collection of klutzes from cyberspace. Time to go way, way back to the year 1988, when men wore moustaches without irony and spectacular fails were recorded on something called VHS.
That's why a good, solid safety rope is absolutely essential. If I tug on this,
I thought was going to be seriously injured because at the bottom of there's a steel grill. Thankfully, although the water was absolutely filthy, it broke our fall.
Safety officer, yes, safety officer, Gary Cottrell's waterfall saw him reach the heady heights of stardom when this clip was aired on national TV.
People would say to me, that if I went to a bakery or something, they'd say, you're that guy, I've got you in my living room on a video cassette. People wanted to go out with the guy who fell down the weir and the rope snapped, but then it died down, like it eventually would do, you know.
But then some smart aleck invented the internet, so clips like this could be rediscovered by millions. Oh yes, Gary's back to being recognised in bakeries across the land.
That clip seems to surface, and all the time it surfaces, and just think when it's died down, the thing erupts again, you know. It's quite bizarre, really.
If the fame gets too much for Gary, he can always hide out in Alaska, which is where we're off to next. In 2006, Dan Reboltz and his team were competing for the crown of World Ice Sculpting Champion in the chilly US state.
The four of us worked pretty much 18 hours a day, 6 days to compete, to finish that sculpture.
Come here, Ziggy. Drum roll. Drum roll.
The competition was ending Friday at 9 o'clock, and we were down to like the last 2 minutes. So anybody that was in the ice park that was there for the finish was pretty much at our site.
And with just one final cut to make, the title was within Dan's reach.
We put our heart and soul into that piece, but it is what it is. And if you don't push the limits and try and impress people with stuff that they don't think will happen, you're going to come in second or third a lot.
The frustrating thing is, the judges have said he would have won the coveted first place rosette even if he'd left the supports in place.
A bit more luck and a lot more cold, that sucker would have stood up, and people would have lost a lot of money that day because I was placing a few bets. Fortunately, I lost the money.
Next up, all the way from Tennessee, we have the world's most failed fisherman.
My name is Bill Dance, and I've become known for my fishing bloopers.
In fact, TV host Bill has become more famous for his blooper reel than his fishing reel.
If it can happen to anyone, it can happen to me.
So if you've got 15 feet of water, normally you're...
I hear comments wherever I go. I'm out on an airplane, and the pilot said, "Hey, I saw you crazy outtake the other day." You could say I was a little bit accident prone.
Oh, look at this mess.
Oh, good gosh. Wow, let's take a look at that again.
With over 3.5 million online hits, Bill's angling for even more success.
Somebody put them on YouTube. We didn't do anything about it. We just let them play because we got a lot of mileage out of that. We were checking some of those. It had over 1 million hits. Will I ever stop being accident prone? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh, Bill, will you ever learn? At number 2, it's the ultimate wardrobe malfunction. 9 million of you have seen this Bulgarian beauty dancing for her Romanian Romeo Vlad, who was sat at home enjoying the entertainment when this happened. Vlad says he never posted it online, he just sent it around to a few mates. A case of Vlad the emailer, you could say. So 19 epic fails have been and gone, and only one calamitous clod remains. And it's a titanic battle between a man and his flip-flops.
I was actually at Coachella Music Festival. It was a 3-day festival with lots of music and dancing, and this guy just falls right in front of me. And I stare at him, and then he gets up and his eyes are just in different directions. And so instead of helping him, I just took my camera out. The smart thing to do.
10 million of you have enjoyed this clip thanks to American festival goer Shaggy Badrami.
And there was a moment where he finally got both of them on. I'm like, all right, he did it. And they both just fly off of his feet. And I just lost my mind. I've never really used YouTube or anything like that. I had no clue that somebody just being that wasted was hilarious. I think the thing about the clip that everyone loves is you really connect with the guy. You root for him, you know? There's a story being told. And I put it up and literally within hours, it just went viral. I was totally shocked by the media attention. I put it online and my friend, who was supposed to be working at work but clearly was on Perez Hilton instead, she's like, oh my God, your clip is on Perez. I was like, what? And then it was on Jimmy Kimmel, CNN.
After placing the clip on YouTube, some people thought Shaggy was a little heartless.
Some people were actually comparing the video to animal cruelty, wondering why I didn't help the guy or anything like that. He's an adult. Whatever he did, he chose to do. He seems well put together. He was like on some sort of voyage, you know, he had a backpack. He was well equipped. He had the glasses, the hat, you know, he looked like a stand-up guy. I met the guy right after the fact, because he was, oh, this is the best part. He actually was trying to go to the porta potty. Can you imagine what that was like in there? Oh no, I don't know if he ever succeeded.
Remember kids, just say no to flip-flops.
For sure somebody must have recognized him and sent him the clip, but he's probably embarrassed as hell.
So there you have it. Shaggy's mystery flip-flopping fall is RuTube's most epic failure on the web. We hope you've enjoyed our countdown, and remember, one man's greatest fail is another man's greatest win. It may be the end of the show, but do not despair. There are literally millions of clips posted on the World Wide Web every day, and wherever they're hiding, our team will sniff them out and bring them to you as soon as it's humanly possible. So until we see you again, keep uploading, and who knows, maybe next time you'll be the king of the RuTube castle. See you online!